Hello everyone, and welcome to my Days of Our Lives official. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Abe and Kate talked about the soap opera's shooting specifics at the Price Carver residence. Kate saw that Abe was preoccupied. Abe clarified that he had meant to inform Chanel that she would be auditioning alongside Alex, but he felt that their rivalry would work well in their sequences. Abe clarified that Chanel's threesome with Alex brought a degree of complexity to the past. Kate laughed. Aloud, Abe expressed concern that Johnny would feel awkward directing a romantic scene between his spouse and a former sexual partner. Kate countered that if one of them blew the audition, it might not be a big deal. When Alex showed up for the audition at the Body and Soul headquarters, Johnny and Chanel weren't expecting him. "When did you start acting?" Chanel inquired. Before Abe encouraged him to audition, Alex said he had never given acting any attention. "So Abe came up with this idea?" Chanel growled. Alex furrowed his brow. "Abe claimed to have told you, but based on your response, it appears that he didn't," Alex remarked. "He most certainly didn't," Chanel emphasized. Angry, Chanel questioned Johnny about his knowledge of Alex's audition. "No," Johnny replied. "Will this pose a problem?" "How about Alex?" Chanel maintained that she was not interested in dating Alex on the show. "Abe was the one who suggested that our hostility would liven up our relationship," Alex remarked. Alex said that Abe had seen sparks and had observed the fight between Alex and Chanel in the square. Those sparks weren't romantic ones. Chanel clarified, those were sparks of "I hate your guts." Coco declined to collaborate with Alex. Chanel was being dramatic, Alex said. "Up until yesterday, at least, I thought we got along well," Alex remarked. "That's because we didn't spend a lot of time together." Chanel shot out, "But then I realized how unremorseful you are about having slept with my girlfriend." Johnny shook his head at the argument between Chanel and Alex. Chanel raised her fists in frustration and begged Johnny to come around. "Actually, I believe Abe's intuition may have been accurate," Johnny remarked. Johnny begged Alex and Chanel to try out after they refused to cooperate. "It can sometimes be what makes it come alive for the cameras, the fact that you guys push each other's buttons," Johnny countered. Chanel inquired as to Johnny's approval of her playing alongside a past flame. "It was all right, according to Johnny." Abe and Kate showed up at the office while Johnny was setting up the camera. "You're all still here, then. And it looks like everyone is okay," Abe remarked. Abe apologized as Chanel gave him a glare. Abe began, "If I had known about the two of you and your charged history," Abe had left voicemails for Chanel and Alex, Kate cut in to say. Chanel whispered, "that we obviously didn't get in time." Abe expressed regret. Kate, Johnny, and Abe watched Alex and Chanel try out. Chanel asked Abe and Kate if they had to kiss for the audition as Alex leant in to plan a kiss. There is a love-hate connection between Arrow and Faith. In the opening segment of the scene, you basically demonstrated the hate. "You need to show us your love now," Kate remarked. Kate is correct. "You must demonstrate your ability to us. That you can captivate the audience with this tale of love," Abe remarked. Chanel turned to face Johnny, who said it was just part of the job. "All right. I'll try," Chanel remarked. "I will also try," Alex remarked. After finishing their final lines, Alex and Chanel shared a kiss. With unease, Johnny moved and screamed, "Cut! I believe we have it." Chanel wanted to know what everyone's opinions were. Kate remarked, "I think we have a super couple here." Abe informed Chanel and Alex that they had been hired. Kate said to Abe in the corner that Chanel and Alex would be very popular. Abe muttered, I don't think Chanel's husband will be one of them. Alex signed a contract that Abe had given him after Chanel, Johnny, and Kate had departed. Before the camera started rolling, Alex acknowledged he had not realized how much he had desired the job. Abe referred to Alex as a pro. I appreciate your faith in me, Alex remarked. Abe declared, you and Chanel are going to be huge, huge hits. Alex acknowledged with a nod that it would depend on how well he and Chanel got along. Excitedly, Chanel thanked Johnny for his assistance in the square. Are you certain that working with Alex will go well for you? Johnny inquired. As you mentioned. It's a requirement of the job, Chanel remarked. Chanel expressed her excitement to work with Johnny. Abigail's phone rang in the living room of the DiMera home. Return to your true self, Abigail told herself. When Chad checked in, Abigail reported everything was good. Abigail said that she had wanted to speak with Gabi but that Gabi had not answered her door when Chad inquired about her plans for the day. Chad said, maybe I could come over and we could have breakfast together. Claiming not to be hungry, Abigail urged Chad to stay at home with the kids. Chad said, I'll check in with you later. Stefan entered the room just as Abigail was hanging up the phone. Stefan remarked, I heard Gabi gave you an earful yesterday. Indeed. About how you exploited me when I was mentally ill, Abigail remarked. Stefan let out a sigh and mentioned that he and Gabi had been at odds. Abigail remarked, so, it's her fault that you're a creep. Stefan let out a sigh. I was an absolute creep. Furthermore, I never ought to have interacted with your alter ego, Stefan acknowledged. Stefan clarified that at the time, he was not entirely aware of Abigail's did. Perhaps I was unwilling to learn or accept the truth. Stefan remarked, but just because she agreed to be with me doesn't mean that you did. Abigail remarked, to be honest, it all sounds very complicated. Stefan acknowledged that he had fallen in love and that he had made regrettable, self-centered decisions. And none of it was fair to you, Chad, or your children. And I truly apologize, Stefan murmured. Abigail retorted, I sense this isn't the first time you're asking for forgiveness for this. However, Stefan added that Abigail had already forgiven him. Daytime
Although
drama
Abigail
Days of Our
could
Lives
not recall
Jessica
Stefan,
she did observe that he appeared remorseful. She honored her
Thus,
16-year-old
once more,
son Roman,
I forgive
whom
you,
she shares
Abigail
with her
said.
ex-husband Edidia Surfidi
Stefan
on
gave
September
Abigail
2nd.
a hug.
To commemorate
Stefan
the
remarked,
significant achievement,
now, if
the
only
actress
the real
posted a
Gabi
video
could
and a
do the
heartfelt
same
message
thing.
on Instagram.
Abigail
Before he left
to
comprehend
Gabi's
Gabi's
LA on
spring break,
to extend
Stephanie
Stefan's
posted an
forgiveness.
appreciation for Roman
But you
March
regret
and urged
that
her
one
followers
too,
to show him
I'm
some
gonna
love.
guess,
Said Abigail.
The post
showed the mother and
Yes,
son out for a
I
last
do.
lunch prior to his formal
Stefan
farewell.
remarked,
And I know it
See
sounds
the
weak
linked video
and
to
stupid,
learn what
but it was a
dish she
drunken
forced
mistake
Roman to
that
try
happened
once.
one he didn't particularly
Stefan
enjoy.
said
he had never seen Gabi look so furious. We've fought quite a bit throughout the years. We kind of like it that way, Stefan remarked. Yes. You two are much like those couples, Abigail smirked. Stefan grinned. We have a strong passion. We get angry with one another, then we reconcile, Stefan remarked. Perhaps you'll make up this time as well, Abigail remarked. Stefan stated that because Gabi had requested a divorce, he did not believe it would occur. Stefan was told by Abigail not to give up. Stefan was curious to know if Abigail had any reason to believe that their marriage would have a chance. Gabi expressed anger, but I believe she is primarily upset. Abigail remarked, she's concentrating on the rage so she doesn't have to deal with the fact that she still loves you. Abigail laughed and pointed out that if Gabi had no feelings for Stefan, she wouldn't have taped over the entire mansion. Why doesn't she simply move out, said Abigail. Stefan clarified, because her attorney advised her to remain so she wouldn't lose her claim to my belongings. Abigail implied that Gabi was concealing her genuine affections for Stefan by using the legal justification. A tiny smile appeared on Stefan's face. Not to put you under pressure, but as you mentioned, you and Gabi always seem to pull through in the end. Why would anything be different this time? Says Abigail. Stefan praised Abigail for the motivational speech. Abigail inquired about Stefan's strategy for winning his wife back. I can begin by returning upstairs and pleading with her once more for forgiveness. Telling her how wonderful our relationship is and how strong we are together, Stefan remarked. Abigail approved the proposal, but she pointed out that Gabi hadn't returned her call earlier. Oh. Stefan remarked, I wonder where she could be. Gabi dreamed upstairs that she had made love to Stefan in their bedroom. I'm simply relieved that I realized what was going on in time. I nearly did something really, really dumb, Gabi remarked. Stefan said, couldn't have been nearly as stupid as what I did with Ava. Stefan emphasized that he had no feelings for Ava. The only lady I love is you. Furthermore, what we have is just too unique to discard, Stefan remarked. Gabi concurred. Gabi grinned as she awoke from her dream. Gabi was shocked to discover EJ in bed beside her as she turned over. Gabi was putting on a bathrobe when EJ said good morning to her. It's humorous. I assume what happened between us last night wasn't a dream after all, EJ stated before opening his eyes. No, it did not happen, Gabi responded. What was next? EJ inquired. Gabi emphasized that their evening spent together had nothing to do with romance or emotions. Unless you consider feelings like hatred for one another. I still remember that you ruined my marriage to Nicole, EJ remarked. It has also escaped my notice that you imprisoned me for a crime I did not commit. Gabi retorted, the only reason I let you to get all over me was to get even with Stefan for having an affair with Ava. For the record, EJ mentioned that he had been tempted by Gabi. Gabi refuted, saying that she didn't want to spend the night with EJ. I knew that the best way to hurt Stefan the most would be to sleep with you, Gabi stated. We do agree on that, then. EJ declared, my brother is going to be completely destroyed once he finds out about our passionate night. EJ expressed his dissatisfaction. Pardon me? Stated Gabi. EJ remarked, well, as far as hate sex goes, I'd venture to say that last night was quite enjoyable for the both of us. With a sly smile, Gabi asked EJ what was wrong. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, so please don't forget to subscribe my channel and don't miss any update.